How do you price for profit? And what this is about minimizing the risk when you're looking at pricing for profit, right? How do you minimize the risk of, I'm here saying put up your prices by 20%, you can double your profits. I'm Gordon De Silva, a business owner just like you, who has been in the trenches and come out the other side to own a business that delivers an incredible life and an incredible opportunity to help others. I've gone from working too hard, being stressed and unprepared for business life and the challenges it brings, to owning businesses that help me change clients' lives and gives me more freedom than I ever thought possible, and that never even existed as a daydream. I created the Talking Business with Gordon podcast to offer you simple, actionable, step-by-step strategies to help you do the same. If you are an ambitious business owner or just starting out on the journey, looking to create a business that creates an impact, but also a business that delivers the life you love, then you're in the right place. Let's get started. This week, it's the final part of our pricing for profits, and we're going to be covering another strategy in pricing for profits. Now, you know that pricing can be the easiest way to increase profits and even double your profits over time. So, without further ado, let's get started. Series 1, Episode 9. And so I just want to make sure that I deliver Day 5 of Pricing for Profit. It is a really good day. It is a really good subject, as you know. And let's quickly recap. I don't want to rush this. I'm going to just recap where we are. We talked about pricing for profit, and what I've learned over my 40 years in business is that there are easy ways and hard ways to increase your profit. And so what I would like to do is impart some of that knowledge to you. So what I first did was I demonstrated to you using simple numbers that, can you see that? Yeah, that, you can increase prices by 20% and double your profits. Remember, I demonstrated that on day 1. On day 2, I began my process of the P.C.P.O.V formula. And we talked about the first 2, we talked about P and C, and then we went on to the last 3, which is P.O.V. So basically what that means is positioning, confidence, pitch, offer, and value. So we talked about all of those and why they're important as you consider pricing for profit. And then yesterday we talked about strategy 1. Do you remember we talked about strategy 1 yesterday? I haven't got time to cover it again. You can watch that video again. And today I'm going to cover strategy 2. How do you price for profit? And what this is about minimizing the risk when you're looking at pricing for profit, right? How do you minimize the risk of, I'm here saying put up your prices by 20%, you can double your profits. It may be different for your business. In your business, it may be 10% and you double your profits. In some businesses, it may be 40% and you double your profits. Every business is different, depends on your numbers. And that is why it's so important to know your numbers in business. That is why people like Warren Buffett say numbers is the language of business, because it is so critical in making decisions. If you don't understand the numbers, you can make really bad decisions that can hurt your business, hurt your profitability, hurt your income, hurt your future of the business and the livelihood you provide for you and your family. So it's really important. So what is strategy 2 as a low risk thing? Strategy 1 was very low risk. Strategy 2 is equally low risk. And what you do for strategy 2 is you identify, you've got to make sure, where's my little document here? You've got to make sure you've got all of these sorted out: your positioning, your confidence, your pitch, your offer and value. And if you'd like to know more about how to do that, join me on a call, and we'll work it out together, and we'll work out if you want to do my course on pricing for profit, which covers a multitude of strategies and tactics to help you double your income and double your free time. That's the key goal for me, for business owners, is to double your income, double your free time. So what is strategy 2? Strategy 2 is segmenting your client list. You've got some clients that you sell to. I want you to pick the least preferable clients. Fortunately, I'm not in this position anymore, because I got told about this probably in my 3rd or 4th year of business through a coach, and I didn't believe them. And I carried on with the same methodology, and it took me about 10 years to realize this. It's embarrassing to admit, but there it is, right? I'm hoping it doesn't take you 10 years to listen to this piece of advice, because when I listened to it and I applied it, it changed my business. It changed the outcome. it changed my life, and it changed the quality of life I live. So what I want to just do is say to you that what you do is you segment your list into A, B, C, and D clients. A are your absolute best clients, and I am so glad to tell you most of my clients come in the A category. These are clients who pay your fees on time, who respect what you do, who treat your team with respect, who give you information to help them, quickly and easily and honestly and openly. They are just ideal. They're fun to work with. They're appreciative. They take advice. All of those things. Those are things for me, right? B clients are very close to A clients, but they may be missing one or two of those elements we talked about. They may not pay on time. They may not give you information on time, and so on. C clients are where they're missing several of those, and by a margin. So they're just about easy, just about profitable to work with, but they're very difficult, and they probably reduce the energy you have, because every time you come off the phone to them, you think, oh, goodness me, do I really want to work with this client? And fortunately, I don't have any C clients anymore, and D clients, I certainly don't have any of those. And D clients, you wish there was somebody else's client. You wish you hadn't taken them on. You wish you'd listened to your gut feeling at the time. And so when you're looking at pricing for profit, and you want to sort of take your strategy, having got the P.C.P.O.V sorted out, you want to then be looking at the D clients and maybe the C clients if you haven't got any D clients. If you've got D clients, what you do is you pull them to one side and you say, look, unfortunately, we have not been charging you a fair fee for the work we do for you. I know it's really difficult. Nobody wants to hear about a price rise, but if we're going to continue servicing your business or your needs, then we're going to have to put our prices up, and whether it's 20%, 50%, 80%, 100%, depending on the client. And you go, look, I understand it may be difficult. If you don't want that price rise and you want to go somewhere else, we'll happily hand over. In fact, we've got a couple of recommendations for people who like your business, and you may want to recommend them to your best competitors, because then it'll bring them down. It's not fair. I'm only kidding. Come on. Where's the sense of humor on a Friday night? And I haven't even had a glass of wine yet. Anyway. So you pick those clients and you test your pitch on them. You test your positioning on them. You test you build your confidence on them. You improve your offer with them. You test out your value proposition with them. And there you go. All right. So look, I've got to shoot. But I hope that strategy makes one. Now, if you want to work with me on improving your business profitability and doubling your income, doubling your free time, book a call, click on the link somewhere, find me, message me, direct message me, and I'd love to have a conversation with you. Without any, it's not a sales pitch. I just want to find out if I can help you. Make sense? All right. This is Gordon wishing you a brilliant weekend ahead. Whenever you're watching this, hopefully there's a weekend, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. You have been listening to the Talking Business with Gordon podcast with Gordon De Silva. Next week, join us next week where we're going to be talking to Rachel Leslie. Now, Rachel Leslie is a marriage and family therapist, but we're not going to be talking about that so much. We're going to be talking about how to run a business. Now, Rachel has some skills in this area, I must tell you, and it's a podcast not to be missed. So join me then. Thank you for listening to the Talking Business with Gordon podcast.